Few series live up to their title as consistently as JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's one of the most successful and influential manga of all time, and undoubtedly one of the strangest. While Hirohiko Araki's epic has been running since the 1980s, it only just recently got a TV series, and the anime's smash popularity is a true testament to his timeless creativity. Want to finally join JoJo on this adventure? Here are 5 things you should know beforehand. Number 1. What's it about? In a nutshell, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is a generational saga about the Joestars, a dynasty of super powerful martial artists. Over the decades, they're aided by a motley crew of heroes in a relentless battle against the forces of evil. Ghouls, ghosts, devil dolls, and smoke demons. The Joestars kick them all in the head. The first arc, Phantom Blood, takes place in Victorian England and centers on a pampered rich boy, Jonathan Joestar, and his Dickensian feud with his adopted brother, Dio Brando, a bad seed who gets even badder after he becomes a vampire. The second arc, Battle Tendency, shifts to America during World War II. Jonathan's hot-headed grandson, Joseph, must save Earth from the Pillarmen, ancient warlords who've been reawakened by a botched occult experiment conducted by the Nazis. The third, longest and most popular arc, Stardust Crusaders, is set in the 80s. When an old foe reemerges in Egypt, Joseph's grandson, Jotaro, must fight through an endless gauntlet of international villains to rescue his mother from a fiendish curse.
Oh my god!
Number 2. Are you serious? The series began as a loose parody of manly shonen comics, specifically Fists of the North Star, and Araki continually ridicules dour gender roles by making his heroes the poshest ass-kickers around. Strike the pose. Having its cake and eating it too, the series spoofs the absurdities of macho superheroics while, at the same time, relishing in all of them. Any given episode can start off as a silly comedy and end as a nail-biting thriller. No rules constrict JoJo's. Number 3. Where do they get those powers? The first 2 Joestars spend a lot of time mastering the secret martial art Hamon. They draw energy from their breathing and turn it into electric shocks. Powered by the healthy flow of hot oxygenated blood, this force directly opposes Dio's ice-hearted vampirism. Of course, when JoJo number 3 shows up, the series pretty much drops Hamon altogether. Instead, the world's magic realigns around the stands, colorful spirits who grant psychic powers like telekinesis and pyrokinesis to their masters. Each stand corresponds to a card in the tarot and sports a fittingly mystical name like Silver Chariot or Star Platinum. Well, later stands grant every sort of random, not at all psychic power and have nothing to do with the tarot, but never mind. This series loves to contradict itself, and that's really part of the fun.
Do you understand?
Number 4. What's up with the names? The whole series is Araki's epic, if skewed, tribute to Western pop culture. Arc number 1 draws from Bram Stoker's Dracula, and a series of villains in arc number 3 pay homage to the monsters of 80s horror flicks like Child's Play and A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Did you with me?
However, Araki references rock bands and pop singers far more often. Far more often. Pretty much every major character is named for one. There's Oingo Boingo, Wham, Devo, Vanilla Ice, Steely Dan. And who else could the big bad take his name from but the grand elf of metal himself, Ronnie James Dio. Number 5. What can we compare it to? If you're familiar with DC Comics' Doom Patrol, that's the only American title that smashes superheroics against aggressive surrealism like this does. Imagine an 80s action flick cut up with an 80s horror flick and reflected through the fractured lens of Adult Swim. The analogy isn't perfect because JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is truly in a class of its own. Often imitated, never duplicated, never ever. No. We could keep describing JoJo's, but that wouldn't do justice to its inspired lunacy. To truly understand the series, you must experience it for yourself, and since each arc features a different generation of Joestar, there are actually plenty of jumping on points. So, jump in! Thanks for riding along on our fantastic voyage today. Like what you see? Give us a like down below and hit that share button pronto. Also, we're giving away the first 2 volumes of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the manga, but you gotta work for it. In the comments below, tell us which stand represents you best, and most importantly, why. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to Anime Vice as we continue to tighten our grip on the world of anime.